Hello friends, my name is Mayank Chuk. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we have a very comprehensive pre-work session on Python. This is a quick review notebook that touches on four of the most important topic in Python: strings, data structure, loops and conditionals, and functions including lambda, map, filter and filter. If you are new to Python or just wanted a solid refresh before diving into data science or AI work, this is the perfect starting point. We are going to go through this notebook cell by cell and I will explain what each concept does and why it matters. Let's get started. A quick reminder before we begin: in Jupyter Notebook, the hash symbol has two different meanings depending on which type of cell you are in. In code cell, hash marks a comment that Python ignores. In markdown cells, hash runs as a large heading and a double hash creates a smaller subheading. Some character complexity completely different from purpose. Keep that in mind. Always run cells top to bottom when you go through a notebook for the first time, because variables from earlier cells are needed by later ones. If things looks wrong, go to kernel, restart and run all the cells one by one. Cell 1 basically 2 plus 2. This is a simple Python get, no variable, no function, just arithmetic. Notice we did not use print here. In Jupyter, the last expression in the cell is automatically displayed below it. That's why you see 4 appear. This is unique to Jupyter. In a regular Python script, you would need print 2 plus 2 to see any output. Here we assign the value 1 to variable A and 2 to variable B. Then we print their sum. Print is the function that forces output to appear. You will use it constantly throughout your Python journey. This cell has two expressions, but only a minus b, which equals to minus 1, is displayed. In the Jupyter, only the last expression auto display. If you want to see both, you need print on each line. This is a common source of confusion for beginners. Remember, auto display is Jupyter specific and only shows the last result. Type tells you what kind of a data Python is strong in. A variable right now, a is 1, so Python returns class int. This is one of the most useful debugging tool which you have whenever you are unsure what type a variable is. Just call type on int. This cell shows several ways to use print. A plain print with no arguments prints a blank line, handy for spacing your output. Single quotes and double quotes are interchangeable in Python. Use double quote when your string itself contains a single quote, and triple quotes let you write multi-line string in line, perfect for printing a paragraph. Let me execute. Now we are in section 1, strings. Strings are text data, any sequence of characters inside quotes. Python treats strings almost like a list of characters, which means you can slice them, measure them, transform them, and more. We assign the string. Python is great language to learn to s10 s colon slice from index 2 to end. Giving thon is a great language to learn hash. Remember, Python counts from 0. So index 0 is p, index 1 is y, and index 2 is t. Next cell, s2 colon 5. This gives THO character at indices 2, 3, 4. These top indexes 5 is exclusive. The character at index 5 is not included. Sorry. This is the rule across all Python: start inclusion, stop exclusion. Omitting the start means from the beginning index 0. So s colon 7 gives the start first, give the first 7 characters Python space. S minus 1 colon starts from the last character and go to the end. Result hash. This is a clean way to grab just the last item of any sequence. The third number is the step. Start at the index 1, go to index 7, but take every second character, so you get indices 1, 3, 5, 7, U and at U, H and I. Steps lies the power especially for things like reversing a string. Ask about yourself before running. How would you use s colon colon minus 1 to reverse the entire string? Think it through, then try it. Type S returns class str. The str type is Python's string type. Any text in quotes, single, double or triple, creates a str. Len s in the bracket gives the total number of characters in the string, including space and special character. For Python is great language to learn is 34. S upper, S lower, S capitalized. These are the string method functions that belongs to the string object itself. Dot upper makes everything upper. Dot lower makes everything lowercase. Capitalize make only the first letter upper and the rest lower. May execute. Important, these do not change the original string. Strings in Python are immutable. These methods return a string. If you want to keep the result, store it in a variable. Input, pause, execution and wait for the user to type something. Everything type is returned a string even if the user types a number, so we use int to convert it. If you try to add two inputs results without converting, Python will concatenation them as a string. 3 plus 4 gives 34 and 7 is the classic beginner mistake. Now it is asked for B, 4. A is 2B is 4 and therefore sum goes to 6. The plus operator on string concatenation them, join them end to end. S1 plus S2 gives hello world with no space. Add a space, you would write S plus space plus S. Print S comma S2 using a comma, add a space automatically. S asterisk 2 repeats the string hello asterisk 2 gives hello hello, useful for quickly creating repeated pattern. A great real example, float is used here instead of int because height and weight can be decimal. Double asterisk is the power operator. ht1 asterisk asterisk means ht1 squared round bmi1 round to 1 decimal point place. Cute. I'll enter the height in 171, then I'll enter weight as kg. Let's see how much is person BMI is 30.8. It's very high. Let's go to the next one. Python most elegant trick, you can swap two variables in one line, no temporary variable needed. Python evaluates the right side fully first, then assign. That's for you. Here it is execution done. Next, boolean. Booleans are true and false. Python internally treats true as 1, false as 0, which is why arithmetic works on them. Equals to chunk checks equality and return a boolean. This one checks inequality, type true returns class boolean. Let me go through one by one. True returns true, true false return true, 1, true equals to 1 return true, 2 is not equal to 1 return false, a equals to true, type is basically boolean. Go to next. Now we are in section 2, data structure. Quick mental model before we dive in. Brackets, parenthesis, R for calling function, square bracket, R for indexing the list, indexing and list, curly bracket, R for dictionary and set. Keep that in your head. It helps you read code much faster. Here L is a list. Type L will give the list, return list. L1 gives 9, L0 gives 2, the first element at index 0. Then next one, length is 9, length 0, 81 equals. List are mutable. L0 equals to 81 replaces the first element. The rest of the list is unchanged. All these are extremely practical. Min and max are built-in functions. Sort is in place. The original list is changed. Notice that you need print L after sort. So the result, because dot sort returns name, dot count tells you how many times a value appear. This is for slicing, min, max, 1, L, and then sorting, then reverse sort, then count. Dot copy creates a independent copy. Changing LL won't be affect L. Dot index tells you where a value lives. Dot index position comma value puts a value at a specific index without anything. Dot remove deletes the first occurrence. If you have duplicate, only first value goes. Dot reserve, last one, flips the list in place. Dot pop index removes the item at that position and returns it to you. Very useful when you want to extract and use a value at the same time. L equals to L copy, L dot index 32, L insert 5 comma 100. You can see that value inserted at 100. Here the index of 32 comes 4, 33. There are 233, only one will be removed. Here is reverse. So it's a before and after printing. Now pop. So in this one, L was this. We have removed 32, fifth element, and it remains. Let me again scroll up. Dot extend merge another list in the current one. All items are from L2 are added individually to L1. Dot append L3 adds L3 as a single nested element. The last element of the L2 becomes 56, 2, 90. This is a key distinction. Dot clear removes everything, you get an empty square. Let's get here the list is merging. Here we are appending L2. Inside that we have append the another list. L2 dot clear is everything is gone. Now come to tuple. Tuples are immutable, unordered collection. They look like list but use parentheses. Dot count and dot index works the same way, but T0 equals 100 throws a type error. Tuple doesn't allow item assignment. Use a tuple when you want to protect your data and modification. For example, GPS coordinates are fixed configuration type. This is the tuple type. This is count L2, count of 12, second index 0, 1 and 2, then 100. Now comes to dictionary. Dictionaries are most flexible data structure. Values can be anything, even list as shown in dd.len. .len counts the number of keys. .get it is safer than d key because it returns none. Instead of raising key error if key doesn't exist, .update is powerful for merging dictionaries. Existing keys are updated, new keys are added. .from key is a class method that lets you quickly build a dictionary from a sequence of keys. Dictionary, this is type of dictionary. Now we have a values in key pair values. Please note it is in curly braces. Total length is 3. Keys are name, age, and address. Values are John Wick, Jason, 4750, and LA. Items, pop-up, it will pop the first, remove the item from the value, from the dictionary, associated it basically. Gives the value associated with the input key, age, and then copy the dictionary. Clear everything, removes all the list ABC, create a dictionary. This one is again create the key A, 1, 11 and this colon none, C colon none, D colon 55, 3 and colon 3. Now we are coming to set. Sets eliminate duplicate automatically. Even though we write 4 3 times and 6 twice in set value, each value appears only once. The real power of set is the set operation, union, intersection, and differences, which we use in a moment. You can see that all the duplicate value removed. It's a union, intersection. Please also note it is by default sorted. These are the intersection differences. Print. Now come to loop, if else, elif. Flow control is how your program makes an and repeats work. This section covers three structures: for loop, while loop, and if else, elif else block. The key value in all of them indentation. Python uses four spaces to define what is inside a block. Get that wrong and Python will throw an error or silently do the wrong thing. B is greater than A is 12, B 90. Note and is both. Okay. Now comes to for loop. Range 10 generates number 0 through 9. Modulus is the module operator. It gives a number after division. 1 modulus 2 equals 0. Check if the number is even. This pattern loop plus condition for is everywhere in Python. Range 5, list of 0 to 5. For range 5 print 0 to 5 and then 2 prints it 0, skipping and then tick for item 13. L3 for loop is item in range from 0 to length L1. Now while loop just keep running as long as the condition is true. You must update the variable inside the loop, otherwise create an infinite that never stops. I equals to I plus 1. I plus 1 is shorthand of I equals to I plus 1. Now we are coming to section 4. Before that, let me also print joins and all. While loop, yes, we have discussed. Then we need to enter either values, the either of 0 or 1. If I'll choose anything else, asking, I'll enter 4. Will again ask, I'll choose 0 this time and enter the temperature in degree Fahrenheit. I'll enter 40 degree. Enter. Temperature is 44 degrees centigrade. Next, now we are in section 4. Function lambda map filter. Functions are back of instead of copying and pasting same logic. To define it once, name it and call it whenever you need it. Functions are also make code easier to read, test and debug. Def hello name. Now I'm passing this hello John. So value is hello John or sum of numbers x y z and then x plus y plus z 4 comma 5 6. Basically def is keyword that starts a function. Name is parameter, a placeholder that whatever pass in. Return send a value back caller. When you write hello John, Python replaces name with John and return hello John. A function with 3 parameters: clean, usable, testable. Variable argument function. The n syntax function can accept any number of arguments. Python packs them all in a tuple called n. The loop then checks for a awareness module. This is useful when don't in advance how many the user will pass. A lambda is an anonymous one-line function, same as def square root colon return x double quotes, but written inline. Lambda is not better or worse than def. It is just more compact or simple cases. Map applies a function to every item in list. Map em, name passes each name through the lambda. Wrap the list, see the output. Map itself is a lazy iterator. Result name with even length are replaced with even odd length name stay as is. Inline lambda directly inside map. Even number stays, odd numbers become 0. This is a very pattern. Alright guys, that was a complete walk of Python Prework. We covered a lot of groundwork: variable, types and print, absolute foundation, string, slicing method, input, concatenation. Data structure list with their full set of methods, tuple, dictionary with all key operations, and set loops and conditionals for while, if else if else function, def, return, arg, lambda, and map. The suggested resource at the end of the notebook are excellent. Hacker Rank for practice problem and W3 schools for quick references. I highly recommend starting with Hacker Rank's Python track after this session. I Mayank, thank you so much for watching. If this helped you, please hit the like button, share it with someone who is learning Python, and subscribe so you catch the next video in this series. See you in the next. Take care. Thank you.